Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, wife to Prince and Harry, and sister-in-law to Kate Middleton, is one of a kind. But as we get to know the new Duchess, it's hard not to compare her to other princesses. When it comes to Meghan, there are some freaky similarities between her and the late Princess Diana. Watch the video to see all the ways the two princesses are alike. New to the trendy? Make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more info about your favorite celebrities. Now let's take a look at all the freaky similarities between Meghan Markle and Princess Diana. Even if you've only half paid attention to the news about Meghan Markle, you've probably seen her being compared to the late Princess Diana. It happens pretty often and reasonably so, because the new Duchess of Sussex and the Prince Harry's mother are a lot alike. The Duchess of Sussex really does have a good amount in common with her mother-in-law, to the point where the first ones to notice all the similarities were actually Meghan and Harry themselves. They kept mentioning Di in their interview about their engagement, where Harry mentioned how close he thought they would be if his mother was still alive. Prince Harry said, "I think she would be over the moon, jumping up and down. You know, so excited about me. They would have probably been best friends." We think so too, Harry. One of the most striking comparisons between the two princesses is their love of philanthropy. Princess Diana was very well known for her activism and focus on people in need, and Meghan Markle is no different. During Princess Diana's time, she was met with a lot of criticism for doing things like fighting the HIV and AIDS stigma, not to mention that this was during a time when no one wanted anything to do with AIDS patients. So much so that the president at the time, Ronald Reagan, wouldn't acknowledge the disease even existed. Not everyone understood what she was doing at the time, but now Diana's legacy is one that is seen with great respect. Similarly, Meghan Markle has already made clear that she wants to use her position to help others. Meghan has also been always open about gender equality, social justice, and feminism, and now is a real voice for change. We think we will see Meghan fighting for change just like Diana did. Have you ever noticed that Meghan and Diana have similar fashion style? It's more than just following royal fashion protocol, but both ladies have always shown an interest in fashion, with Meghan even having collaborated with a women's clothing line. Many people have noticed that outfits like Meghan Markle has worn in public are very close to Diana's wardrobe choices. Meghan has been known to dress down and wear jeans with a white collared shirt, an outfit Diana was also fond of wearing. On several occasions, Meghan has been seen wearing outfits that are similar to the iconic outfits worn by the late princess, including a blue gown Meghan wore to an event in Los Angeles. They are also both fans of baseball caps, which is refreshing to see on those glamorous royals. Maybe both of these beauties have bad hair days just like us. One of the most relatable comparisons made between the two royals is that they sometimes break a few rules. Now we're not talking about the sneaking out late kind of rule breaking, but these two princesses have definitely broken royal protocol from time to time. For one, Princess Diana chose her own engagement ring, which is essentially unheard of in the royal world. She also wrote her own wedding vows. Once she had Prince William and Prince Harry, it was time for them to go to school. She insisted that they attend public school in an attempt to help them with a somewhat normal childhood. Prince William was actually the first to heir the throne to attend public school, like ever. Meghan Markle has broken a few rules herself, even if they were just by mistake. A lot of royal protocol seems a little crazy to the general public. Some rules include not being able to take selfies or wear dark nail polish, but it's the life of a royal. At the Fashion Awards in 2018 in London, Meghan threw out her regard for these rules. She wore dark nail polish, a one-shouldered dress, and a large gold bangle, showing off her baby bump. Technically, these are all against the royal protocol, but since this wasn't labeled as a royal event, Meghan may have been able to get away with all of these broken rules. That Meghan Markle, such a troublemaker. On one occasion, Meghan and Prince Harry had a photo op a moment where she crossed her legs at the knee, which is a royal no-no. Princess Diana was known to occasionally sit incorrectly too, so who's really counting? According to royal etiquette expert Micah Meyer, crossing your legs at the knee is the ultimate faux pas. They usually say that the women are to sit with their knees and ankles together and should only ever cross their legs at the ankle. It's sophisticated, protects vulnerabilities, and looks fabulous in photos, she said. This is known as the Duchess slant, and we think we're all going to try sitting like this in photos from now on, like a true princess. Another resemblance between Meghan Markle and Princess Diana is their dating timeline and their princes. Both Diana and the Duchess of Sussex dated their future husbands for only a year before getting engaged. To some, that may sound quick, but who wouldn't want to marry a prince right away? Harry and Meghan's seemingly whirlwind relationship made some people nervous, since they only met in summer of 2016 and were engaged in November 2017. Seems pretty quick, especially with all the crazy changes a person's life goes through when they become a member of the royal family, right? Well, apparently this isn't the first time Kensington Palace has seen this quick of an engagement come about. This happened with Princess Di and Prince Charles too. For Diana, she started dating Prince Charles in summer of 1980, and in February of 1981, they were engaged. It looks like like the other thing these two princesses have in common is that they know what they want in a husband and they don't want to wait too long. Although we would probably jump at the chance to become a princess too. We're hoping that Meghan and Harry don't part ways like Di and Charles did. That's similarity nobody wants. One of the more irritating similarities between Diana and Meghan actually has nothing to do with them at all. We've been keeping an eye on a apparent feud between Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton, and it's not the first time we've heard a storyline like this. During her reign as Princess of Wales, the media covered a rumored feud between Diana and her sister-in-law, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, also known as Fergie. The media would compare Diana and Fergie based on how well they took to the royal life, their outfits, and whether or not the Queen favored one over the other. Occasionally, Fergie would gain a little bit more popularity over Princess Di, and the newspapers would cry "catfight" over and over, whether it was true or not. In an unfortunate resemblance, the same thing is happening to Meghan and her sister-in-law, Kate Middleton. The media constantly has pitted the two duchesses against each other, saying that Kate is too introverted while Meghan is too social, or that Meghan was a diva about her wedding plans and made Kate cry. But the story behind it all isn't clear. Sound familiar? Di versus Fergie, Meghan versus Kate. It's all too close for comfort. It seems like people really love a story of princesses at war and are jumping at the chance to write the same story they wrote several decades ago. Can't we all just stop pitting these princesses against each other? Yet again, we found another way that the late Princess Diana and Meghan Markle's backgrounds line up. Growing up, both Di and Meghan attended an all-girls school. When she was 9 years old, Diana was sent to Riddlesworth Hall School, an all-girls school of Norfolk. The school has since become a co-ed school, but before that, they all remember having a future princess in their female student body. When Diana arrived at the school as a 10-year-old, she was still dealing with the aftermath of her parents' divorce, which is yet another similarity between her and Meghan Markle. Nonetheless, the former teachers of Diana said that she was charming and popular, and that she was always helping out the younger students or anyone in need. Being a kind classmate must be a sign of a future princess, because similar great reviews were made by Meghan Markle, former teachers. Growing up, Meghan attended Immaculate Heart High School, an all-girls school for middle and high school students in Los Angeles. Some of her former teachers said that Meghan was always working hard in school. According to them, she went above and beyond for all of her assignments. They also said that she showed a lot of spunk and was a bit feisty, but in a good way, of course. One of her former classmates remembers that even then, Meghan wanted to help people who were less fortunate. The friend said that Meghan always wanted to be part of making the world a more open and welcoming place for those that the rest of society had ignored. Sounds like Diana, right? Both ladies grew up in similar schools and wanted to help everyone around them in need, even if they were the different parts of the world. One of the biggest similarities that we can't ignore between Diana and Meghan is simple. They're just so nice. It seems like a pretty small thing to say about a person, but there's no denying it. Both Diana and Meghan have always been perceived as warm and approachable people, and who doesn't want a princess that many can look up to? Most people referred to Princess Diana by the nickname the People's Princess, due to her ability to connect to the average person. The nickname was also because she was always fighting for the causes of the common people through activism and charity work. Princess Diana is quoted as saying, "Carrying out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you." The Princess of Wales was also known for breaking royal protocol by not wearing gloves when she went to visit people and shake their hands. It's said that Diana truly valued human contact, and she was fond of holding people's hands and hugging children. Doesn't she sound like someone we all want to be friends with? In the same way, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, is said to be just as warm and friendly. In her first public appearance following the engagement announcement, Meghan greeted and shook hands with members of the crowd. She would hold people's chilly hands between hers to warm them, crouch down to talk to children, and even made one person's day by picking up their dropped glove. Body language expert Judy James said this type of spontaneous and natural response completely mirrors the kind of behavior that Diana used, and which earned her the tagline, the People's Princess. While the late Princess Diana can never truly be replaced, many people are ready to welcome in the new royal that has a similar energy to her favorite princess, Di. Meghan Markle's love for the people may just have taken the cake, and she seems to have already won over the public's hearts. Prince Harry and Meghan may want to carry on Diana's legacy by furthering their strides in philanthropy and supporting charities that always come close to her heart. Meghan Markle's activism, fashion sense, warmth, and kindness are reminders that princesses, just like Diana, can come around again. One fan in the crowd on Meghan and Harry's first public outing had nothing but wonderful things to say about the now Duchess of Sussex, and she said that Meghan shows real affection, she wasn't stiff, and I loved that. We want to see the warmth. I do think she could capture people's hearts like Diana did. We are ready for a new people's princess, and I do think it will be her. Do you think Meghan Markle and Princess Diana are similar? Tell us what you think they have in common and how they're different in the comments below. Thanks for watching.